Rikky had a massive stroke equivalent to an 80-year-old man. I remember when he woke up, tears started to run out his eyes and he couldn't talk. I said, "Are you scared?" He squeezed my hand because that's how he was communicating and said, "Yeah."
When I was first in the hospital, it was like I couldn't talk, couldn't say stuff. So every time I would try out, like squeeze her hand, and it's really frustrating to want to say something, but not being able to talk.
When Rikky came to us, he was not able to stand independently for long periods of time. He wasn't able to walk, he wasn't able to use his arm functionally. He is currently using an electric stimulation device, just a small pulse of electrical current to the muscle that will generate a muscle contraction and help support that movement.
As time went on, he started to get a little stronger, and that's when we introduced the Walk Aid, which is a functional electrical stimulation device which assists him with walking. We also started to incorporate weekly sessions in the Balance Master. It can simulate walking across the street, walking on a train, so the surface can move, the background can move. I think that's when I kind of tapped into his basketball skills.
When they found out that Rikky was a basketball player and Rikky only talked about basketball in coming here, I think they went above and beyond just getting him past the stage of stroke. It became, let's get him back to who he was before.
Children with disabilities need the full complement of a rehabilitation team to find the best solutions and integrate those solutions across all parts of their lives.
For Rikky, the collaborative approach has been from the get-go. PT is not just working on mobility of the lower extremity. I work closely with this occupational therapist, and then sometimes we bring in speech because then you work on motor skills and cognitive skills at the same time. And that's really important because once again, you're treating that whole child.
Through his really consistent effort in therapy, he has tremendous amount of movement in his shoulder and his elbow, and he's really working towards more movement in his wrist and his hand. He has good function in his hips and his knees, and he has some support at his ankles, and he's really coming through and being able to succeed in all of his goals.
Anytime I speak to anyone at Blithedale, I thank them for what they have done for my family with Rikky. When I was growing up, they always said it takes a village to raise a child. This is our village.